subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man. Did you ever move around with the Convicts or 3-2 or anybody like that?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell me some story? I don't know if you know 3-2 is my cousin, man.
Oh yeah,
so I'm
man.
working on a documentary on him right now.
I remember when Jay first started messing with the Convicts, and he was finna do some kind of deal with them, and he sent Big Mike and 3-2 to New York.
Was New York, California?
To Detroit. I mean Chicago. I mean California, man. And man, next thing we know, when we heard that really dope Big Baby, we said, man, this man stole 3 style. And 3 didn't recover from that. If you listen to that Snoop, man, that's 3-2. I'm talking about his whole style.
Yeah. So you say he didn't recover, so y'all could see that, like, man, y'all see that in him, like, man, dude ran off with my shit.
Yeah, but then it'll be like Snoop's, like it'll be like 3 biting. But all the time, if you listen at 3,
that's all him.
Yeah, that's all him.
Yeah, we don't love them hoes and all. Yeah.
Come on, man, that's 3-2 all day, man. That's 3-2 all day. Yeah, that was my boy. 3, Big Mello, all them cats, man. When they was youngsters too, though.
Yeah. Is there anything that stands out from Big Mello, from the Big Mello days?
Man, Big Mello was the best hype man I ever saw.
Cause he would go out with Scarface, right? So what would Big Mello? Cause that tripped me out. I saw some footage of him, and they were saying like Big Mello was a hype man for Scarface. So somebody was telling me that or something. But what was Big Mello doing? Like, was he just live on stage?
Yeah. Hey man, if we had footage of Mello as a hype man, not just as an artist, man, the best hype man I ever saw. I ain't saw a hype man better than Big Mello.
Was he doing crowd participation? Like, what made him so live? Like,
man, the energy. You know, most hype men got energy, and the man had the best energy I ever saw for as a hype man. I ain't seen nobody better than Big Mello. I ain't saw him. I'm talking an interview, and that's when he was still down with Bone Hard Production.
Yeah, early, yeah,
and that Mello was tough, man.
Speaking of that, man, y'all had so many. It's so much come out of there. Mike Dean, what you remember about Mike Dean, young Mike Dean?
Man, I remember Mike Dean was just an engineer, and Mike Dean was just used to engineer and build, put all the stuff together. And Mike Dean used to stay up. Mike Dean made more money as an engineer than I've seen checks Mike Dean used to come pick up. This dude used to stay up weeks at a time. He'll fall asleep at the board. Because if you got projects, Mike Dean was the engineer on all these projects.
He was go-to engineer. Got you.
Because he was really the only engineer.
No shit.
At the time,
I thought he was just one of the producers on the label. I didn't know he was the head engineer.
Man, Mike Dean ain't started producing till, man, probably 93, 92, somewhere up in there. I think Mike Dean.
So you talking about in the 80s and shit? Mike Dean was over there.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, Mike Dean been there. Mike Dean was the engineer. Mike Dean ain't started putting his fingerprints on production. It might been.
He told me it was a Big Mello Home Clock or some remix or some shit on the.
Yeah, but he might have done his one of the first projects. He might have got a song on. Had to be. I can be wrong. Might have been Fifth Ward Juveniles or Fifth Ward Boys or somebody like that.
But he was just I ain't know he was.
Yeah, Mike Dean was just the engineer. Had another little cat up under him named Pee Wee. So what happened to him? I don't know what Pee Wee had, but Pee Wee was just like Mike Dean assistant, like do this, do that. But Bido taught Mike Dean what he know.
Okay, can we talk about Bido a little bit? Because I mean, he was responsible for a lot of that rap shit, man. Before y'all brought in the N.O. Joes and all these other guys.
They don't even mention Bido.
That's why I say I want to talk about it.
Man, Bido was the shit. If you go back and listen to that rap a lot from the beginning, Jungle Funk, you're going to hear Bido. John Bido. And that's who Mike Dean used to sit up under.
So Bido was like the top producer.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got your Mike Deans, your N.O.
Man,
Joes,
Mike
and Crazy
Dean,
C's,
Mike
and all
Dean
these
was
guys.
not the top producer. Mike Dean is a top producer now, man. You had Bido, you had
Crazy C was over there.
yeah, Crazy C was over there. But I'm talking about who was in house. You had Bido was in house. You had, Scarface became one of the best producers over there on his own projects. Then N.O. Joe came, and then that dude Seven came. Seven came. Before his in-house producers, them probably some of the in-house producers I can remember, but some of the other Swift.
Big Swift, my boy.
Big Swift.
Yeah.
Big Swift and got some good projects out over there. Got a chance to put his name on some good projects. I know I'm forgetting somebody through all those years, but those names is some of the main producers at the time. And man, you can't forget about Bido. And I don't think he get enough credit.
I agree.
For that sound, for the Rap-A-Lot sound.
Yeah.
If you look back, Bido, that's why it was
that
called,
foundation of what we know is the sound. Yeah, that was him. Yeah,
John Bido, man. And I've talked to him a few times since I've been home, and he got deported. And so that's the only reason you don't hear him. That's why you probably don't even see him. But yeah, Bido was the man over there at Rap-A-Lot, man. Like Mike Dean, he who he is today, but he come up under all of them. Bido,
Reddy Red was over there early.
Oh yeah,
we talk about Reddy Red.
Oh yeah, rest in peace. But Reddy Red was at the
before
time,
Bido, right?
But he was a DJ. Reddy Red was their DJ, but he had some producing skills because they used to, at the time, that's when Jay had the car lot on Shepherd, and the studio was on top of the car lot. So it wasn't no big studio or nothing at the time. You didn't need all the stuff that you needed as time went on. But they Bido and Reddy Red. If you go look at those Grip It albums and those albums that we refer, you're gonna see John Bido and Reddy Red, and you ain't gonna see it was another white boy too, man.
That was partners with y'all early on.
Well, that's Cliff. I'm talking about the producer.
Cliff.
Can't think his name, but he was a little white cat, man. I ain't heard his name in so long.
Damo?
No,
Damo was a DJ.
Yeah, Damo
but he
was
produced
the DJ.
too, though.
Well, down the road.
Later on, yeah.
Down the road, all of them learned to produce down the road. Damo, 007, E-Rock. All of them learned to produce down the road, but there was another little white cat, I can't think his name, but I remember him being in the studio all the time back then. But all them cats, it was a lot of moving parts that played a part in Rap-A-Lot being, stayed the #1 independent label for, man, I know over 5-6 years for sure.
Yeah.
Donnie Houston.